Hello, YouTubers. I'm sorry. Meant to. Oops. I meant to update sooner, but I couldn't. I got really, really, really ill after the last video I did. I had 5 days. No, it's gone on 7 days. 7 days worth of chronic migraines. And I got a feeling it was probably not just the chronic migraines, it was also caused by something else, because I haven't had any that bad, and let's just say, for years. It got me to where I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat at all, hardly, and stuff, and I was wanting to puke, but I never did. But, I will get to that later. But, sorry if my hair's messy, sticking up everywhere and shit, because, sorry, I got the, nudist real estate on. I was watching it for the fuck of it. I woke up, I went to bed yesterday, which was the 28th, at 12 in the afternoon, because I had another headache and my head felt weird, like fuzzy, and felt like my energy in my head was being messed with. So, I went to bed. The only way for me to be able to sleep is to take my sleeping pill. So I took my sleeping pill, went to bed, and slept until supper was ready, and I felt so awful that I said, Mom, I'm not gonna eat. I'm gonna go to bed. Back to bed. Sorry, I almost hiccuped and burped at the same time. Well, I went back to sleep, and it was weird. I had a first sexual dream in a long while. It's been several months since I've had one, and I had one. So, yeah, I promise you guys I will tell you guys all my Ghostbox sessions. I will. I have them right in front of me. I've done up to five or six of them. And, we will start off with a session 3, where, like I said, where my brother's glasses were moved and stuff, and I asked these questions and stuff. But first, we'll get to the dream. The dream, it was weird. I was in front of I was in the street, in this neighborhood, and there was this house in front of me. It looked kind of familiar, like a little bit familiar, but I couldn't place it. And fog started swirling around it, like eerily. So I walked up to this. I don't know how to explain this. One of those they look like bus stop waiting places at the. Look one of those bus stop places that's clear like glass, but it also protects you from UV rays. Well, I went in one of them, and I'm not sure if I was the man, if I was a guy or a woman, but I'm not sure. I couldn't tell if I was, and that's usually fucked up for me, but, I guess there was a man in front of me, I guess, maybe, doing this. So he was standing in front of me, this dude, and So he was naked and he was, he was had a heart on. So what I did in the dream, sometimes I can't control what I do in my dreams when I have these sexual dreams. It's like someone else is controlling my body. So I walked closer to this guy and pulled his you know what inside of my private areas. And while standing, and I started thrusting into his you know what. And it didn't take long for me to orgasm, because I was on the verge of it, and I finally did orgasm, and I felt it literally like I squirted on his fucking you know what while he was still inside me. That's what happened, and I felt it run down my thighs and shit, and I finally pulled away from him, looked down at myself, and I could see my bodily fluids on me. Yeah. And it was weird. And then that person disappeared that was in front of me. So I had a weird feeling I was being watched. So I turned around and the fog disappeared, and there was a dude standing there. He was taping me with a cell phone. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get black. I was thinking, oh fuck, is he gonna blackmail me? Really, I thought that, and then it went into another dream, and then I went into another part of the dream, where I was at my grandmother's, and I was staying out at my grandmother's and stuff, out in Waterloo and in Kansas. I was staying out there, and the whole time I was thinking, is that person gonna blackmail me? Is that person gonna blackmail me? That's the whole time I was thinking that, and I was freaking out, yes, but. And then the thing happened where this person blackmailed me and sent the video to my parents, and when I got home from visiting my grandmother's, flying home to South Carolina, my parents were ashamed of me. And I'm like, oh, and then I got kicked out of the house. So, that's when I woke up. But I had a dream before I woke up at 12 o'clock at night. I woke up at 10:59 the second time I woke up and couldn't go back to sleep. But before I woke up at 10:59, I had a dream before the sexual dream. Okay. I guess I was I'll tell you this dream too. This might scare the shit out of you guys, because in the dream it scared me. Well, I was laying in my bed, this bed, and all of a sudden, something came out of my closet. It was a dark, shadowy figure, and it had red eyes, and it had something around. It kind of like had a scarf on it. It looks like it was dressed in human clothes with something around a scarf, something like that, a scarf on its neck or something. I couldn't tell really for sure. But I was thinking in my head in the dream, is that guy wearing a scarf? And then he let out this roar, and I started shaking real bad because he scared the shit out of me. He let out this demonic roar, and I started screaming. So I was screaming, shaking my head like this, and when And I woke up shaking my head like this. If my nightmare is bad enough, if I'm shaking my head like this in the dream, I'll wake up doing that um, in real life. So that was a nightmare. That nightmare happened before the sexual dream. Sorry, I gotta check the time. I'm just checking it for a reason. Okay, we'll start with Ghostbox Session 3, where which I've done a few months ago. No, a month ago. It This one starts off where we had some experiences in the house. Jerry missed something, moved Jerry's glasses. Something moved some plastic lids. There will be some questions on here that are written down on this session that they don't answer. So I'll tell you which ones that are not answered. And I gotta tell them. And officially, you guys, I am not talking to you guys right now. Okay, I'm not talking to you guys. Not talking to any spirits right now. Okay, I just gotta let them know. So, okay. Did you move my brother's glasses, Lorenzo, to the front porch? That's what I asked the innkeeper. That's his name. And he answered yes. And then I asked you did, and he said yes. And then I hear a fuck you from him, from the incubus. And then I said that was not nice. And then there was no answer to that. And then I said, did you also make other things disappear today? The incubus says yes. And I said, what did you make disappear? The incubus says lids. Plastic lids. But he actually said lids. Were you trying to get me back? And the incubus says yes. And then I hear a random fuck you. Then I hear Warren say randomly, no, Lorenzo. And they both said fuck you to each other. So, and then I hear my real name on here, but we will say Stray instead of my real name. So, Stray, stop talking to Lorenzo, Warren says. And then I ask him this, you want me to stop talking to Lorenzo? And no answer to that. And then Warren says, I love you. And then twice Warren says no, Lorenzo. And then the incubus says fuck you. I said I wasn't talking to Lorenzo. I don't know if I was or was not, but scratch out that I wasn't talking about Lorenzo, okay? Scratch that out. I meant to cross that out. Because I don't even remember writing that, so that didn't count. So Warren says a random no, Lorenzo, and my brother's up. Then the incubus says, fuck you, and then I ask, you two still fighting? The incubus answers yes. I ask, are you guys fighting over me? And the incubus says yes. Give me a minute, I gotta wait until he gets out of the bathroom. Okay, I'm back. Had to wait until he went back in his room. So what I was saying was, I'll repeat what I said because I was whispering and you probably couldn't hear me. So what I was saying is, Warren said a random no, Lorenzo. Then Gibbous says fuck you to him. And I ask you two still fighting. And Gibbous answers yes. Then I ask if you guys fighting over me. Then Gibbous says yes. Then I ask again, are you guys fighting over me? To verify who I was talking to. Then Gibbous says yes. Then I ask how old Warren was. He said 22. I think he said 22. Then Warren says I love you. Then Incubus says fuck you. Warren says no, Lorenzo. I tell Warren I love him too, and then Warren says I love you too back. Then Warren says no, Lorenzo. Incubus says yes. And I say, what is the color of my room? This time, Warren answers blue. And then, Warren does a random no, Lorenzo. Incubus says, fuck you, Warren. And then, the Incubus finally answers my question by saying blue to what the color of my room is. After he says fuck you to Warren. And then Warren says a random no, Lorenzo. And then the Incubus says fuck you to Warren. And then I ask again, are you guys fighting over me, to make sure Warren would answer the question. But instead, the Incubus answers and he says yes. And then I say, I can tell your voice from Warren's, so don't disguise yourself as him. And the Incubus says, fuck you to me. And I said, did you move my brother's glasses? And then Warren said, Lorenzo did. And then I ask, is Lorenzo gonna hurt me tonight, Warren? And instead of Warren answering, the Incubus answers and he says yes. And then Warren said, Lorenzo will fuck you. Warren says, Lorenzo will fuck you. And then I said, how are you gonna hurt me? And the Incubus says, fuck you. I accidentally wrote out the repeated question. I didn't mean to. And I said, who's saying fuck you to me? And Warren says, Lorenzo did. And I say, so Lorenzo's gonna fuck me tonight? And then the Incubus answers yes. Warren says, I love you to me. Then I tell him I love him back. Warren says, I love you too. Back to me. Then he says, no, Lorenzo. Then the Incubus says, fuck you. Then the Incubus says, I love you. And I'm like, what? I do not love you, Lorenzo. That's what I say. And then I say, quit saying I love you, Lorenzo. And he told me, fuck you. The incubus did. Then I say, I like Warren better. I like Warren better. And then Warren says, I love you. Warren says, I love you. So, then Warren says, no, Lorenzo. Then the incubus says, fuck you. And then I say, give me a sec, I'm checking my emails. And then the incubus says, fuck you. To me, because I was doing that. So, are you gonna come into my dreams, Lorenzo? I ask. And then the incubus says yes. And I said, well, don't. Then the incubus says, nope. And I say, what's my mother's name? And the incubus says Kim, which is my mom's real name. Her name is Kimberly, but she likes to be called Kim. Then, Warren says, I love you. And then Warren says, stop, Lorenzo. And I ask, you said Kim? But there was no answer to that question. Stop talking to Lorenzo. Warren says, this is how he says it. Stop talking to Lorenzo. That's how he would repeat it. He would repeat it like that every time. And there was other times where he said, stop talking to her, Lorenzo. He would refer to Lorenzo and me, both. So, yeah, it's fucked up. And the incubus says, fuck you to Warren. Are you guys fighting over me? I ask again. The incubus says yes. I say why. Warren says, I love you. That's his reason. And then I got weird stomach sensations. And I said, who made my stomach feel weird earlier? And the incubus says, me. Warren says, Lorenzo did. And I say, don't move my brother's glasses anymore. And there was no answer to that. And then Warren says, fuck you, Lorenzo. Lorenzo says, fuck you to Warren. And Warren says, no, Lorenzo. And then the incubus says, yes. Warren says, no, Lorenzo. And then throughout some of these I don't talk and I just listen to what they say. So some parts of this I'm not talking. So Warren says, no, Lorenzo, and Warren says, I love you. And then I say, I love you too. And he says, I love you back. To me, Warren does. And then I say, should I go to bed? No. The incubus said that. Oh, I put the letter there wrong. Warren said no, Lorenzo. And then Warren says, hold you. Warren says, hold you. Like HOLD-U. Like he's gonna hold me. Like someone's gonna hold me. I didn't know what he meant by that. And then I started smelling a foul smell in my room, like something dead. And I said, who's making a foul smell in the room? And the incubus says, me. And I started getting tired. So I ask, who's making me tired? Warren answers, Lorenzo. And Warren says, no, Lorenzo. The incubus says, fuck you. The incubus says, yes. Warren says, no, Lorenzo. Then I was sarcastic at this. This is a sarcastic question I did. You so badly want me to go to bed, don't you? Then the incubus says yes. Then Warren says Lorenzo does. And then Warren says no, Lorenzo. We're getting near the end. And, there's only one part on this last page that I talk. Because I'm listening to what they say carefully. So, Warren says no, Lorenzo. Incubus says fuck you. Warren says love you to me. Then I say I love you too. I love you too, Warren. And then the incubus says fuck you. Warren says fuck you to the incubus. They say fuck you to each other. Then the incubus starts to say love you. And then I say nothing. And then I heard Warren, Class A. This is a Class A sentence he says. Warren does. And it was loud. It was really loud. And he usually has a quiet voice on the spirit box. So when the incubus says love you to me, and I say nothing, Warren yells this: Lorenzo, fuck you. Warren yells that. I guess he's pissed that, Warren's pissed that he says he loves me. Warren's pissed that the incubus says he loves me when it's actually false love. He's just using me for food. So, that's what I see it as. So apparently Warren got really pissed off there for the incubus telling me that it loves me. So, yeah, because Warren screamed, Lorenzo, fuck you. Warren did. So I was trying not to hold in a laugh when Warren told him off. So, and then the incubus yells back, fuck you. And then Warren, with his gentle voice, says, Lorenzo loves you too. That's what Warren says. And Lorenzo loves you too. That's what Warren says. And then this is the end of the session. Spirit Box Session 4 is coming up next on the next video. So, tell me guys, how did you like the video? I am sorry I haven't done any in like a while, but I'm just telling you, the 6th Ghostbox session, I was really irritated during it and told the incubus off too many times, and I think that's what caused me to have the migraines, because I think I pissed him off so bad that he gave me chronic headaches, because I will do a spoiler for you all for one Ghostbox session, one only. I asked Incubus if he causes my migraines, like literally causes them, and he said yes. So he gives me migraines when he's pissed off at me, so. And I guess that's what happened. And I had these migraines for about a week. And I've been violently ill from them. So, word of the wise, be careful when you taunt spirits and stuff, because they can harm you. Just telling you that. You gotta be careful. The only reason why I'm taunting is to, like I said before, get answers, get them to talk, Just saying. Don't taunt spirits or. Sorry, I thought there was something on my phone. Don't taunt spirits or piss or use the ghost box. Sorry, I'm not with it. Don't use the ghost box or taunt the spirits unless you know what the fuck you're doing. Okay. Never a good idea, because it could lead to bad results. Now, I am gonna do a video about talking about Ouija boards and why I won't fuck with one, why I won't mess with one, and why you shouldn't mess with one. After this Ghostbox session video is uploaded, I'll work on that. I pretty much know what to fucking say about Ouija boards. Any type of, they're called spirit boards, Ouija boards. I don't know how to spell Ouija right, so I'll say spirit board. So, we will call it a spirit board. I'll call it a spirit board on the title on the next video. So, all my videos have cursing and shit like that, and talking about sexual dreams of incubus, sexual dreams of the incubus. So they will be graphic. There are some videos that are Pokemon related, where I just show you guys what Pokemon I have obtained on Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Pokemon Y. But right now I'm working on Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, so mostly you'll see me working on Alpha Sapphire. So this channel is about me showing you what I get on what kind of Pokemon I get on video games, or me playing Spyro the Dragon on the PS1, or about paranormal experiences. I talk about whatever the fuck there is to talk about. So I talk about anything on this channel. I talk about anything. Just to let you guys know, I forgot to tell you guys that when I first started this channel, excuse me, another hiccup. So now that you know, I talk about paranormal, video games that I like, just problems in life, practically anything, I'll talk about anything. So, yeah, just to let you guys know. So, leave a like if you like the video about the Ghostbox sessions. A friend recommended me to record my Ghostbox sessions on a digital recorder. Well, I really couldn't do it because the Ghostbox I go through is by Appy Droid, called Spirit Box. It goes through radio stations, and it screeches a lot and stuff. So it screeches so much that if I try to record it, if I do get a spirit voice to come through, it'll overrule the screeching radio. Will overrule the voice of the spirit. So you guys gotta know, when I say overrule, I sound British. People say I sound British when I say rule, Rule, or overrule. You know, I sound British. I roll my views sometimes, and I'll say, when I say wound, when I say the how do I explain this? I'll spell it, the word for you. WOUND, wound. When I say wound, it sounds weird. It does. I had a speech impediment when I was a kid, and I finally got over it, but I still kind of have the speech impediment. So when I say certain words, I sound like I'm either Australian, British, or something like that. Especially when I say rule, RULE, and wound. Something with the way they're pronounced, just to let you know. So if you see me doing that, I have to tell you, I can't help it. I can't help it. It's like I don't even remember what I was talking about now. I'm saying, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really do. Just to tell you guys, I'm a very poor person, and, well, kind of a poor person, and I only get a certain amount of money a month, and my only internet source is this crappy phone that I'm using right now. And it's one of those cheap ass smartphone LGs that you get at Walmart. And that's why my video is lopsided and stuff, and the quality isn't good and stuff, so I'm planning on getting a computer whenever I can afford it and stuff, but I'm new to the internet scene, because I just started getting into the internet when I turned 20. When I turned 20, when I moved out of my mom's home, I got my first phone, which was a flip-up phone, and it wasn't a good phone. It didn't let me hook up to the internet. Then I upgraded to a BlackBerry phone, and it was a good phone, but I couldn't do YouTube videos. Then I upgraded to a Windows phone, a really old one, and I couldn't do YouTube videos then. But until I got this phone, I could do YouTube videos. So, yeah, I did not get on the internet until I was 20 years old. So I'm kind of new to this stuff, and just want to let you guys know that I don't know much about the new technology. I'm not computer savvy. I'm not, So some of the stuff that you guys say about sending you videos make that... No, not sending videos. I mean, you guys want me to make a montage or something, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that at all. I don't. But I used to make videos with an app where I can talk along with the app and put pictures on it. But you can't get that app on Google Play anymore, because I tried. But yeah. But so my videos I do are 100% natural. We made videos. There is no Photoshop. There's nothing like that at all. Okay? Just to let you guys know. And that picture I showed you guys on my old Windows phone was an actual orb that I caught. A real one. It was. So. Because even my friend Zane told me it was real. So. I'll see you guys later. Leave a like and stuff like that. If I forgot what I was talking about earlier, please let me know in my email what I was talking about, because I'm forgetting shit really easily, so please let me know. Please let me know. Okay, guys. Just wanted to update. Oh, what I was talking about, wasn't it? It was about me having those headaches. Yeah, I think it was caused by the incubus. I believe it was. So, tell me your guys' theories. And like I said, I'll do a video about Ouija boards and why you shouldn't mess with them. So, I'll do that later today when everybody is up and around. And I can have more light in my room, more privacy to myself. So later today, I'll do a Ouija board session. Ouija board session where I talk about why you shouldn't talk about. Sorry, I'm not thinking straight. Do a session, a video session, where I talk about why you shouldn't use a Ouija board. True fact. I will not touch one at all. Never. If someone paid me like $1 billion to use one, I wouldn't. So I will do a video session where I talk about Ouija boards and why you shouldn't. So, I will let you guys go. Just wanted to let you know I'm going to do that video later today. Leave a like and stuff. I'm sorry if I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Sorry if I'm not with it and stuff, but I'm just not. I'm spacing out a lot. So, see you guys later. Nori Mayumi, aka Straight.